what is going on?
Hold on!
Oh!
I am Buzz Lightyear, and I'm in charge of this detachment. No, I'm Buzz Lightyear. I am Buzz Lightyear. I'm Buzz Lightyear.
So, who's the real Buzz?
I am! Don't let this imposter fool you! He's been trained by Zurg himself to mimic my every move.
Just last week we have a new YCS 3v3 and to no one's surprise, Ryzeal won. And it did with yet another rank 4 shenanigan, this time in the shape of OTK Utopia Double. Now, while this was happening at San Salvador, Australia was holding their own 1v1 YCS, and to no one's surprise, Ryzeal won again. So let me ask you something. Do you really feel better playing against Ryzeal than playing against Snake Eyes? Hopefully, after this video, we will share the same answer. First, let's compare each normal summon of the decks. Funny enough, both of those normal summons of each deck can be added by the same spell card, Bonfire, so let's start right there, okay? Now, I know that a lot has been said about the Snake Eye engine all 2024, however, when it's all said and done, if you activated Bonfire and you added Snake Eye Ash, you were leaving 5 interruptions. 3 from Appaloosa, 2 from IP Mascarena. If you activate Bonfire in 2025 and add Ice Ryzeal instead, you'll end up with 4 interruptions. 2 from Detonator, 1 from the Field Spell, and the lingering effect from Abyss Dweller. And if you have any card to cause from the node, you're gonna have 1 extra pop from the Detonator because you will be able to leave the Duo Drive on the field. So in a realistic scenario, you're almost always gonna end up also with 5 interruptions, just as the normal Snake Eye Ash. However, I will give the checkpoint to the Snake Eyes regarding normal summon because of the Flamberge follow-up, which is a lot better than the random draw that Ryzeal Cross is allowing you in their combo. Like Flamberge is gonna give you at least 3 cards and 4 at best. Having said that, Flamberge is still a level 8 monster, something that the Ryzeal engine is not forcing you to have in your deck in order to have their benefits or their normal course of their combo. So let's focus on that now. How heavy each engine needs to be in order to function. To compare each weightness, we're gonna use as example the deck profile of the YCS Sydney winner of 2025 for the Ryzeal part, and for the Snake Eyes we're going to use my own deck list, which I achieved the 3rd place in the latest South American Championship last year. First, let's see the bricks of each engine. On the Ryzeal part we have the node, we have the 2 field spells and the plugin. On the other hand, for the Snake Eye part we have the field spell, we have the oak, and we have the 2 level 8 Flamberge. Therefore, both of them have the same kind of amount of weight in the sense that they have 4 cards that by themselves are just tasteless bricks. So let's focus now on the starters and the extenders of each deck. The Snake Eyes deck has 3 Wanted, 3 Diablester, 1 Original, 3 Bonfire, 1 141, 3 Snake Eye Ash, and 2 Snake Eye Poplar, for a total of 16 cards that by themselves or by costing something else will guarantee you an endport. From Ryzeal though, we only have 3 Eds, 3 Ice, 3 Sword, and 3 Bonfire, giving a total of just 12 starters / extenders. However, two main things to consider here. First, Ryzeal can add 3 copies of fake starters / fake extenders with 2 copies of desires and 1 copy of prosperity, which only shows how much less weight this deck has to force itself to play, because it can allow either banish 10 cards from the top of the deck or 3/6 cards from the extra deck, which will give them 15 starters / extenders, which is only 1 number less from Snake Eyes full power. The second main thing that I would like to discuss here is how these starters and extenders actually work within each other in each bonfire deck. Because we all know these interactions like Snake Eye Ash plus bonfire, Ryzeal Ice plus Ryzealets, or Ryzealets plus bonfire, right? But the following examples will prove you that Ryzeal takes a toxic advantage when it comes to Snake Eyes and their starters and extenders. The first example will be what happens if you draw only more than 1 copy of your normal summon and you get Imperm. Now, usually you should be punished for drawing more than 1 copy of your normal summon, right? Because that's kinda the equilibrium that the power of that normal summon allows you to do. Because if you play 3 copies, you are also getting the risk of drawing more than 1 and etc. However, look at how with Ryzeal you can turn that supposedly risk you're taking as an advantage to keep playing further. I would love to tell you that this only speaks of how powerful Ice Ryzeal is as a normal summon / extender, right? However, this happens with each and every single Ryzeal card and combination. So let's see, shall we? At the same time, we're going to see a direct comparison with how the Snake Eye engine will have reacted to the Imperm in these weird combinations. And just think for a moment how ridiculous this situation is. You're getting rewarded for drawing what you were supposed to summon, you are rewarded with drawing 2 copies of what you were supposed to summon, you are rewarded for drawing any of the 2 combinations of your bonfire target, which at the same time are going to work really well if you draw it already, like each of them in your hand. Therefore, the Ryzeal deck is way more consistent than the Snake Eyes, because even though they have 1 less starter / extender, the actual combinations when you're actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Through actual interruptions are way more diverse than the Snake Eyes version, to the point that you're getting rewarded by drawing the 2 copies of the same card. At last, I know what you're all thinking. Hey, that's why you negate the duo trade instead, right? Well, if you do that, you're allowing Detonator. So, in the next video, we're going to discuss why Detonator is also part of this toxicness of the deck. Thank you very much.